I don't think sometimes we celebrate or appreciate our elected officials as much as we can. We sure can give them grief. We can call them up. We can post nasty things on Twitter. We can do a whole host of things. But today, in this moment, on this stage, I salute every elected official in this room, and I want all of you to as well. So folks, I am your final THRED Talk speaker because there is absolutely no way that I was going to reflect back on this moment and not share with you this journey. As you can imagine, preparing for a SAMCEDA THRED Talk, highlighting a 70-year history is no easy task. Let me begin the story and take you back to 1953 and share a couple of interesting facts. Dwight Eisenhower became the 34th president of the US. Earl Warren was the governor of California and later our Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Our county manager, anyone want to call out a name? Anyone remember E.J. Stallings? He was our county manager. Singing in the Rain and The Wild One were in theaters, and The Crucible was on Broadway. And guess what? 71% of all TV sets in the United States were tuned into in January of 1953. The I Love Lucy episode where she gave birth to little Ricky. And guess who won the World Series? The New York Yankees. Do we have Yankees fans in the house? I grew up a Yankees fan, okay, so cut me a little slack, folks. The first Chevrolet Corvette was built on June 30th of 1953. The first draft of Fahrenheit 451 was written by Ray Bradbury. And the music scene leaders, who were they? The Dominoes, Frank Sinatra, Les Paul and Mary Ford, Nat King Cole and Patti Page, and the incomparable Tony Bennett. And in the San Mateo County Times, on June 15th, 1953, the day of SAMCEDA's incorporation, the following could be found. Gotta love these news archives that appear online. You can search everything. A meeting to discuss unifying 30 school districts across the county, elementary, high school, and junior college. Sound familiar, folks? Garden club happenings, graduation announcements, ads for everything from cars to corsets. Ben Hogan, famous golfer, was hinting at retirement. Land use was and still is an issue, and San Francisco was and still is trying to come into San Mateo County. We love San Francisco, folks, but we do have to give them a hard time. Fast forward 70 years, and now we have phones that double as cameras, healthcare delivered via your computer screen, same-day delivery of pretty much anything you could ever want, and Chat GPT that could write a THRED Talk. Albeit not as good as any of our speakers, I want to say that, but it's out there. By this point, you should be asking, how does this relate to SAMCEDA? Where's she going? It is about the willingness, the ability, the desire, and the fortitude to embrace change. To meet the moment, which we and our members and partners do every day. It's about taking that call from Mike Callaghy, our county manager, in March of 2020, and swiveling to ensure our businesses and our communities would have the tools and resources needed to survive. Let's give a shout out to our county manager and his whole team. It is about living and enhancing the legacy of this organization and its founders. These were the original innovators and entrepreneurs in the Bay Area. They were business and community leaders who envisioned San Mateo County as a place to, and I'm quoting now from our Articles of Incorporation, to develop cooperation and unified action in commercial, industrial, civic, and cultural fields in San Mateo County particularly, and that San Francisco Bay generally, to promote the general welfare of the area. And it is where SAMCEDA is today and will be tomorrow. We celebrate the yin and yang of business and community. Without a strong business foundation, you won't have a strong community. Without a strong community, you won't have a strong economy. It is being willing to say what needs to be said, to do what needs to be done, and at the end of the day, to create more opportunities, more connections, and ultimately a place we can all be proud of. It is about embodying the phrase you have seen and heard often from SAMCEDA in the last decade. Business is good and business brings opportunity, and all that that encompasses. For SAMCEDA, business takes many forms. It isn't just one company, one industry, or one individual. It is the collective wisdom and the foundations of many. Nuts for Candy on Broadway in Burlingame, Granite Rock in Redwood City, Blossoms and Botanicals at Hillsdale Shopping Mall, who are our florists for today. It is Meta, Google, Genentech, and our Daly City Cookie Company. Make sure you get your cookies, folks. It is our healthcare providers. It is Packard and Stanford and Kaiser and Sequoia and Sutter and all of them collectively. Stanford Health, I mean, it is all of them. It is the shops along Main Street in Half Moon Bay. It is our chambers. Shout out to our chambers of commerce. Our nonprofits, our labor partners, our agricultural community, and the San Mateo County Event Center, who during the middle of the San Mateo County Fair agreed to put on this event for us, San Mateo County Event Center. It is all the small businesses that make up this county fair, and every business in between, including small, large, immigrant, veteran, minority, LGBTQ, and family-owned. I am humbled and proud to lead SAMCEDA and reflect on that day 15 years ago next month when I began this journey. The weight of SAMCEDA's legacy is always on my mind, and it guides me and the organization in all that we do. SAMCEDA's story isn't finished, and tomorrow will bring new paths for us to forge and new challenges for us to solve. I hope each and every one of you will join us in the next chapter as the possibilities are endless. And now, it's time to celebrate. Thank you. So, in order to celebrate, I want to point out a few things. Oh, we have light. We have great food, we have great wine, we have the SAMCEDA Sunrise cocktail. We have the dragon exhibit, which you heard a little bit about, but it'll be open, and they're animatronic. I have a hard time with that word. They move and talk. So go in and enjoy the dragon exhibit. The Cesar Chavez exhibit will be open. The Black History Museum exhibit is 2 buildings over if anyone is interested. The butterfly exhibit. Folks, you can go in and take a sugar stick and the butterflies will light on you. We have the photo booth, the cotton candy, and now it's time for everyone to enjoy. I am grateful and thankful for all of you to be here. Please eat and enjoy and celebrate. Thank you. And can I ask too, can I get the SAMCEDA Board of Directors up here, our speakers, so we can take a few pictures? And everyone can start on the libations. Somebody save me a SAMCEDA sunrise cocktail.